Vehicles have been the topic of conversation in Michigan specifically this week. I want to get your reaction to the news about General Motors' massive investment here to expand their production.
Fantastic, isn't it? It's so great. I was saying to the president yesterday that, I feel like so much of what is happening now in Michigan, especially this General Motors investment, is the fruit that is born from the seeds that were planted during the Recovery Act, because it was during the Recovery Act that Michigan got some of these initial grants for electric vehicle batteries, for the battery building out like LG Chem, et cetera. And of course, saving the auto industry during the Recovery Act. So now the auto industry is booming. Michigan is benefiting from the diversification and all the jobs. Michigan's really at the cutting edge. It makes me so happy and so proud to see what's happening.
Muted there. Last night, Governor Whitmer gave her State of the State address. You had some experience giving quite a few of those. She did it differently, though. She did it at Detroit Diesel. She was in front of a bunch of electric vehicles, and then also proposed a $2,500 rebate for families interested in purchasing electric vehicles. What are your thoughts on a proposal like that at the state level? I know there is one that exists at the federal level.
Well, there is one that exists at the federal level, but right now the current law is that it's capped at a certain number of vehicles. And for example, General Motors has exceeded its cap, so you can't get the benefit of it. So what the president has proposed is to remove that cap and to raise the amount of that tax credit. And when you combine it with state tax credits, like what she's proposing, it means that the electric vehicles are going to be on par in terms of cost, or maybe even maybe even a little bit lower than an internal combustion engine vehicle. This is all about the uptake of interest in electric vehicles. And the second piece of this, of course, is making sure that we have the electric vehicle infrastructure that exists so that people feel comfortable that they can fuel, if you will, their car when they buy an electric vehicle. So she has got a proposal on expanding charging stations, as does the federal government. So between the combination of federal action and state action, I think this is, Michigan is going to be at the very front of this technology, the tip of the spear, showing the rest of the country how it can be done. And the great news, of course, is not having people rely upon gasoline prices that are volatile, so they can just charge at home and not have to worry about going to the gas station.
Yeah, you preempted part of my question there. So obviously this is more than just getting the electric vehicle. There's a lot that needs to be done to make sure, states like Michigan are ready to go when people start using these more frequently and start owning them. What type of work needs to be done? I mean, is Michigan ready to take on the amount of interest there could be in these cars in the next decade to come?
Yeah, I think for sure Michigan is primed to do that. So part of the bipartisan infrastructure law that was just passed means that Michigan is going to get from the federal government $100 million, $110 million, I think, for electric vehicle charging infrastructure in combination with what the governor has already proposed. So that means filling in all of the gaps in the infrastructure along freeways and in poorer areas where the private sector hasn't gone. So that's a really important step. Then bringing down the price of the vehicles altogether. And the third step that the industry is working on, that the Department of Energy is working on, and that the bipartisan infrastructure bill funded, is investments in battery technology to continue to drive down the price. Of course, the cost of an electric vehicle is largely related to the battery. That's the biggest chunk of it. And so if we can continue to drive down the price has already dropped about 80% since, in the past decade or so, but to continue to drive that down means that we'll see really great penetration of electric vehicles all across the country, led, of course, by Michigan. And that means jobs in Michigan, which is what you heard from that announcement yesterday or this week.
And going off that, speaking of clean energy, the Build Back Better Act didn't really go through as planned, and there was a lot of clean energy proposals in there. How do you go about achieving some of those? I assume that's something you are looking towards as part of the energy department. What efforts are in place to kind of make some of these clean energy proposals happen?
Well, first, we got to get that Build Back Better agenda through, at least the climate provisions from my column of responsibility, through the legislature. And the most important part of that is providing tax incentives to the private sector to build out these clean energy technologies and installations like other countries are doing. And so if the president's goal is to get to 100% clean electricity by 2035, that means we have to add a lot of gigawatts of clean technology to the electricity grid. And that means we want to also build the supply chains for them here. It's why the battery announcements were so great, because it means we're going to build the supply chain for the electric vehicle. We have to do the same thing with building out the supply chain for solar, for wind, for hydropower, for nuclear, for geothermal, all of the clean technologies that we want to focus on to get to that big goal. And all of that means jobs. But the tip of the spear is really getting those clean energy tax credits through the Congress. And we're still hopeful we can do that.
And one thing you said earlier this winter, you said, Americans, you should be prepared to pay more to heat your homes this winter. That's just the reality. You know, when people hear a lot of these pushes for clean energy, the first thing that comes to mind is, well, this is going to cost me a whole lot more down the line. What do you say to those people that have those concerns?
Yeah, because wind and solar are now the cheapest form of energy. It's just not true. The costs have been dropping dramatically, which is why you're seeing such a big build out of clean energy across the country now. It is much, in many places, it's much cheaper to use wind and solar than it is to use new, gas-fired power plants, et cetera. And if we move toward that clean future, that means we get off of the volatility of fossil fuels, which means, natural gas is what heats many people's homes during the winter. The reason why the price is high is because we were coming out of the pandemic. There's, a slowness of turning back on the extraction processes. That's true with gasoline as well, although oil is traded on a global market and natural gas is more regional. The bottom line is, wouldn't it be great to not have to worry about that volatility at all? And that surety comes with putting clean energy on the grid. And so long term, that's really what the focus is. Short term, though, the administration has put out a lot of funding for the states to be able to help, especially lower income families, absorb the increases in fossil fuel costs over this winter season.
And I think we have time for just one more question I wanted to ask you because I found it interesting. I saw something you said the other day, but I noticed a lot of so-called, I guess, clean energy advocates, they've kind of shied away from nuclear energy. And I noticed you said something about that earlier this week. Talk to me a little bit about nuclear energy. Is that clean energy, and is that a possibility for some of the areas of our country to continue using?
Yeah, it certainly is. I mean, it is a zero carbon emitting baseload power, and that's really the gold standard. You want to be able to go and get clean power whenever you can, and nuclear provides that. The big problem with nuclear, of course, is the fact that it has waste. And the question is, where is that waste going to be stored? We're in the process nationally of identifying a place for storage for nuclear waste for anywhere that puts it out. But the bottom line is, with the new nuclear reactors, which are smaller, they're called modular reactors, the advanced nuclear technologies, they create less waste, they are less expensive, and they're certainly one solution, not the only solution, but they're one solution to producing that zero carbon power that we would like to see everywhere in the country.
All right, Secretary, I appreciate your time. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Appreciate it.